Logan, and welcome. Modern American Gangster, and this is news and current events. So, what is the news and current events? Not a lot of good news, but we do have some news to report on. Hope everybody's having a great week. July is now halfway over. And we are on the downside of 2026. So I hope everybody saw my 4th of July special. Not very special because everything seems to be worse and worse. So we had Mitch McConnell die, that guy has died 15 fucking times, and he's still, rearing his corpse out to vote against the interests of the people. And his CCP wife, it's so bad that all these people sell out to other countries when everyone is sold out to Israel. And then we had, what else? Lindsey Graham's suspicious death. This guy, you'll never find anyone who was more for Israel and Ukraine and being a closeted faggot. So it's good that he is gone because he was a piece of well, human waste and garbage. But on the lighter side to that, his sister Darlene will be taking over his Senate seat. And I don't know how that is being allowed, but I guess if you're a boomer, as long as you have another boomer pro-Israel person to stick in, it wouldn't matter. I mean, if Trump dies, they'll bring in and just fill in. It's ridiculous. I don't know how much people need to see that our country is completely fucking a joke when half of the government serves Israel and the other half serves Israel and Ukraine and all this other stuff that they do not serve America. Show me one politician who serves America and isn't associated with Freemasonry or something, and I'll give you a shiny quarter. So Netanyahu will attend his good Zionist friend Lindsey Graham's funeral and also meet with Trump to give orders and to make sure Trump is following the New World Order plan as it has been laid out and instructed by the plan. We had, this Lindsey Graham stuff is just like, there's 100 politicians just like it. Closeted faggot people. They love Israel. They love Ukraine. They love all of this stuff. But you ask them to help, you know, hurricane victims, and no, they can't do it. They got to send more money to Israel because they love Israel so much. And Israel's such a beautiful place and a beautiful country. They've got transgender drag shows on every corner. They've got a homosexual faggot shop. So you could buy dildos on every corner. They've got child brothels everywhere in Israel because they love children and love is love. And Israel's such a great place. Last time Lindsey Graham was in Israel, he visited the child brothels and they were just a delight. Escape from the Israel. It's like this is a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. And now they want to merge the United States military with the Israeli military. Every Republican signed on, committed treason by acknowledging that we have to turn over our entire country to Israel. And I was thinking, like, I'm working on this Secret Societies documentary. It's almost done. It'll be out probably I'm pretty much done with it. All parts done. We've got a new voiceover guy to read the script, go through the parts, and it is just like it is a 10 5-star documentary. And you look at how when you're researching all this, everything does come together if you know pieces of the puzzle that they have in. Biggest pieces of the puzzle are this mud flood, historical changing of our record by deleting Tartaria, removing all this Jesus Christ from our actual history, and pushing the timeline back. It all goes together and figure this out. And then they'll tell you that, it's a corporation, it's the United States corporation, it's not the Republic, and then it's just like, none of this stuff goes anywhere. Which makes me think there are no countries, there are no corporations. It's just it is a pantomime of everyone just grasping at straws trying to get what they can. Because we know our days are numbered. And when the day comes, when it's over, it's going to be over. And I don't think we can save it, nor do I think it should be saved. Why do we want to save America that has been responsible for some of the worst atrocities ever? Funding people who commit the worst atrocities ever. Funding Al Qaeda, funding Israel and the Mossad, and funding Ukraine and all the war crimes going on by the Ukrainian Jewish government. And it's just like, it's horrible, but they want to tell you to wave your flag, have a hot dog, celebrate America. Everything's great, everything's amazing. Taylor Swift got married, and it's Camelot all over again, people. It's disgusting. And I think we need to come together and unite in a different way. It's hard to get white people to unite over anything that isn't sports ball or, whatever. Everyone's so removed, disconnected from reality that we really can't do anything. I was talking the other day with someone, and it's like we live in this NPC world. The NPC people have all the power. And if you're awake and aware of all of this, there's no way we can get out. You just have to let this play out. Now, I hope it's over with and it plays out very quickly. But this could take another 5, 10 years. And maybe there is no way out because we're getting closer and closer to the 2030 end date where by the time 2030 gets here, the world is going to be primed and ready to be fully reset again like it was in 1850. And you're going to see the infrastructure getting prepared now going to aid that 2030 reset this coming, or the 2045 reset. So by 2030, they can do whatever they want. Okay, they can say Yellowstone exploded. They can say a meteor hit. They can say AI took over and launched the nuclear bombs. Whatever it is, an event will take place. They'll have a cover story for that event ready to go, whether it's the meteor, Yellowstone, nuclear bombs, AI, whatever it is. Survivors from the nuclear fire come out, and that's how they reteach the new version of reality, telling the people whatever they want. That's where we're coming. So there really is no way out, I guess. Because we are all being tested and we already went through this in our past historical record. People who didn't speak out in 1830 the same people who will not speak out in 2030. If that kind of makes sense. So it's just like it really is hard to come on and tell people all the horrific bad shit that's happening, but name one good thing that's happened since Trump. I mean, it started out we were all going to get all this money and this tariff money and the COVID money and the Doge money and the COVID reparations money and the tax run money, and we're getting all this money. There's going to be a $5,000 check here and a $2,000 check here and another $1,000, and money's just going to be coming in. That is gone. There is no money coming in as we wage this unwinnable war in Iran. No matter how much the boomer fucking people tell you, we got to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. It's fake, people. It's bullshit. It's the same Jews that run America run Iran. And the same Jews who are running Iran, and they run Ukraine, and they run this and they run that, and they run it through the Masonic network, and if it's not that, it's the Illuminati. And if it's not the Illuminati, it's the Jesuits. Or the fucking whoever the fuck. It doesn't matter. At the top, we know who it is. We know who they are. The same people who are behind everything. Yeah, let me see. And you'll get this if you're following this research. You watch the new secret societies, internal orders, and control groups. It all is connected by the same web. And what is the web? The web is whatever it is. The fighters are the Jews. They have, you know, created a tapestry to ensnare every aspect of civilization so you can't ever get out. Now, whether that goes a step forward into lizard people, I'm doing this and you start talking about lizard people, and it's just the stigma of lizard people turns people off. Even if the government admits there are lizard people, they are working with the lizard people, they're in communication with these entities, they've been in communication with these entities ever since the old world fell. And it's just like when you get to the regular people talking about them, they automatically tune out when you say lizard people. And it's an accepted knowledge thing at this point. We haven't seen the pictures because it's not time to see the pictures. But do not be fooled here. This alien invasion thing is going to happen. They have to do it. It is Satan's final piece of deception. And it's going to be the biggest deception ever, to where they can do it a couple ways. It's basically going to be AI and AI working against AI when it's really all controlled by AI. So the main black goo AI is going to control the fake alien invasion and the fighting of it through AI. So it's going to be like AI versus AI. But at the top, it's the same satanic black goo substance. The government, what's the boomer government going to do? They're the most incompetent people ever. They haven't solved one thing in 70 fucking years. They haven't won the drug war. Homelessness has just gotten worse. Everything, the debt has gotten worse. Whatever the problem or the crisis is, they just elevate it and make it worse. And that's what's going to happen with the alien bullshit to deception. They don't know how to handle anything. They've known about this stuff for 70 years. They have no plans to stop it. They're causing it. So when we're going to ask Trump to help us during the aliens, and we're going to stop the aliens. Absolutely. The aliens are not allowed to come in anywhere near our planetary zone. We're going to have a blockade. Yeah, we're gonna have a blockade of the aliens, and we're gonna make sure we're gonna raise the taxes on the aliens, and then we're gonna have a tariff on them. Like, really? Oh, we've got some weapons. Some weapons that are very, very interesting. They're going to be very great. We're going to show everyone about the aliens and we're going to make peace with them. And, the people who the aliens love the most are the Jews because it's just zero common sense. The aliens who are supposed to be science oriented are going to give all their power to the Jews because God promised the Jews control of everything. And it's just like, how the fuck would people believe it? Either it's science or it's God and religion. It can't be both. But you'll figure out when you do look into this kind of stuff, science is the religion of the Satan people. Okay, there's the Talmudic evil satanic Jews, and there's the atheist scientific satanic Jews. And both of them are working together to basically fuck over everyone who is not Jewish. All right, let's move on here. So, Lindsey Graham is dead, Zionist Jew guy, good riddance. He was a weird, closeted faggot. A lot of people now say that the NDAs that all these people signed are void. So get ready to hear some absolutely disgusting Lindsey Graham information. I've already heard of this trans influencer guy was paid all this buckets of cash to fuck Lindsey Graham in the ass and all this stuff. It's just like, do you really want to know what faggots are into when they're doing their disgusting faggotry bullshit? I don't really want to know. We know it's bad, and we know they're all pedophiles, so I don't know what they're going to really do about that. So then, what else did we have? Treasury Secretary Scott Vincent says that all the gold in Fort Knox is there. They looked, they checked it, they looked under the mattresses, found all the gold. Case closed. Scott Vincent found the gold and it's there. Don't worry. Are they going to revalue the gold? No, they're not. Just trust us. It's there. We checked it. Now we're gone. We'll go somewhere else. Okay. If you believe that these people have the money that they stole from us, I've got a safe and effective vaccine I would like to sell you and give you a chocolate chip cookie. So there's no gold. They have no gold. The Crypto Clarity Act. Now we've heard about this motherfucking thing for the past 6 fucking months, and it's on the desk. It's ready to be signed. It's gonna be law, and then they'll tell you, well, it just actually passed through the House, and it's ready to go, man. The price of crypto is gonna go up 1 million bajillion dollars for crypto. And the Trump family is gonna make more and more money than they've ever seen. They love money, and Eric and John Jr. are gonna fucking make that money. Oh, I love money, 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 money. Crypto money. Nobody loves Jewish satanic pedophile crypto money more than the Trumps for some reason. Why is that? I don't know. So we'll see what happens with the crypto clarity bullshit. Usually they say it has to be signed by the 7th of August. And they're going to take a well-needed break from Congress, and it won't be signed then until they return in October. Nothing's ever going to get done that benefits people. Not one fucking thing. Until their Project Bluebeam comes in, final deception occurs, and then in the aftermath, that's when maybe some of the good stuff happens. Because if this alien thing, which they say they're getting really close, because they've prepped it to the point where it's like the boy who cried wolf. We're at the point now where nobody cares. The kid is crying wolf. And that's when the kid gets eaten by a wolf. And we're at that point right now. And that is the biggest deception is that this is all just a random thing. What it wants. It's not. So What time are we at? We're only at 20 minutes. Everything I look up and find is just negative, bad news, horrible shit. Nothing changes. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And everyone just like is going so fast and like putting the blinders on so they do not see anything that's going on. And it's bad because we're going into a completely horrific time of human history. Thank you. I had to take a quick drink. Maybe I'll edit that out. Maybe I'll see how it goes. So I haven't been doing too much. I mean, there's no news to report on. Everything is fake and manufactured. So it's just like I write down some of the bullet points. Trump is going to make an announcement today from the Oval Office about the elections in 2020, and they were stolen, and Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and the elections. Who fucking cares, people? On one hand, they say it's a corporation and it doesn't matter. On the other hand, we're going to save the Republic of America by election integrity. I ain't going to do shit. Who gives a fuck about Democrats stealing elections or Republicans stealing elections when the whole system is rigged, bought and paid for by Israel and the Jewish lobby? So it doesn't matter who you vote for. We saw what happened with the Thomas Massey thing. And if they have to, they'll spend $60 million to defeat one person. They have unlimited money because they print our money. We give them all this aid, and now they're going to integrate their military with our own. As if that's just okay because of our Judeo Christian background. Oh, so it's okay then. Why aren't we integrating the Italian military with the United States? Aren't they Christian in Italy? Don't they have the Vatican there? Why don't we integrate their military? Well, Russia, they're Christian. Are we going to integrate our military with Russia because we're both Christian nations? No, 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 no. That doesn't work like that. Only Judeo-Christianity will be allowed to be merged with the Zionist, satanic, evil fucking Jews. And it's kind of like if it is a bankrupt corporation and we're under all the law, the United States corporation has to take what they created, which is Israel, which is modern Ukraine, which is all this NATO shit. NATO is the backbone, was created after World War II so that the Jewish National Zionist people could get into all of these countries because they had a nuclear bomb. And the nuclear bombs were so scary, they had to create NATO to stop all future wars, which is just like if you know anything about history, it just repeats. They had the League of Nations, and that was supposed to stop any further war because the League of Nations was established. And then World War II government, well, that didn't work too good. We need bigger and more governments. Future Third World War. And now look where we're at with Iran and all this bullshit with Trump and Israel. And people just, I don't know, it's so bizarre how much people do not want to deal with this or acknowledge it, even acknowledge that it's a problem. Even if you think it's great, we're at the point where you have to acknowledge it 100%. Acknowledge that Israel Jews run every aspect of reality. I don't know. That's about it. I mean, I could go into everything a little bit more, but it's just like, come on, man. What's the point? So I wanted to do a quick shout out and thank you to my people on something's going on outside. I'm listening. Okay. Shout out to David F. Who bought me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee, and I wanted to thank you. So thank you, David F., for joining as a member on Buy Me a Coffee. If you would like to get a shout out, have your name read, you have something said on the show, go on, buy me a coffee, donate, and I'll give you a quick shout out. So thank you, David F. I see you. I acknowledge you. Thank you. What else? I've been uploading more clips to Modern American Gangster clips on Rumble. There's a whole bunch more clips coming. I got another, what, 20, 30 more clips to put on. I'll have that done tomorrow or the next day. And then I'm getting ready I've got all the parts for my new documentary done. I have to record a summary and conclusion. I've got a couple more small segments, but it's really amazing. You know what? Right now, let's go to a quick clip. I'll show you a clip from the new documentary. I did release one of the clips, and it immediately it would not even go up on YouTube. Wouldn't even go up. It says upload error immediately. So we've got something really good here. Because of the voiceover that I'm using, it really elevates it to a new level of like, whoa, this information is going to go direct. So let me play a quick clip of that, and let's see what you guys think.
Freemasonry and the Nazis. Information surrounding this concept have been one of the most closely guarded secret hidden from mankind since the First Great Reset. The Nazi operation was a direct result of furthering the operations of the controllers, continuing the wars, and furthering the reset agendas of the New World Order. The general consensus is that when the Nazis came to power, they seized the Rothschild banks, shut down all the Masonic lodges, and burned all the Jewish transgender books. However, when you actually look into the secret occult practices of the Nazi SS, you find this is not true. The top Nazis were all a part of Freemasonry and conducted black magic rituals. The headquarters of the SS was a mountain fortress known as Wuhlsburg Castle. They conducted pagan witchcraft rituals and attempted to contact demonic entities. Information collected there would aid in the early mind control experiments by the CIA and NASA. The symbols and symbolism is the big key. The Zionist Jews love to show their symbols and numerology, the same with the Freemasons. Nazi emblems with Masonic square and compass. If the Nazis were against Masonry, why would there be so many connections between Masonic imagery and Nazi symbols? The Nazi Iron Cross, established on September 1, 1939, was a military decoration awarded for bravery and leadership during World War II, featuring a swastika in its design. It had multiple classes, with the Knight's Cross being the highest honor awarded to military personnel for exceptional valor.
So I think it's going to be a total fucking game changer. But every time I say that, it's going to be, I've got the little individual segments. I can release those for the next 2, 3 months. But I'm almost to the point of finishing this up, closing the door on the secret societies stuff, and then start working on the final documentary. Coming up over the winter, probably I'll start, I don't even want to say. What really happened too is going to be the final documentary, the final piece of research, and then we're going to be getting to the end of this year. I don't know how long. Last year, I don't know. We'll just see. But it's finishing all this up because the next level of censorship and suppression is going to be just you have to have the digital ID to get online. That's coming, you know, by this time next year, they'll have already put in all of this digital where you will not be able to even get onto the internet. if you have said bad things about Israel. So that means this research is coming to an end. All of this is coming to an end because there's no way they're going to allow people to talk as they get ready to move their next major deception. Now, who knows when this blue beam activation of the 5G and all that is going to happen? Maybe next year, maybe. It seems like next year, that's a long way away, but next year will be here just like that. This year's already gone by so fast. It's already more than half over. And I mean, we're going to blink your eyes. It's going to be the middle of August, which I'm thinking about releasing the documentary on August 4th, maybe August 11th. I'm not sure. Sometime in the very first part of August, I'm going to. I got to get the documentary done, which I could probably get it done today or tomorrow. Almost, I'm really close to being done. I just got to put all the segments together, make the final video, get the audio together, and put that on there. And the way I've done this, I could do. I'm going to release the video full-length documentary. I'm going to release all of the individual parts. I'm going to release the audio as like an audio only version, like a podcast kind of thing where you can download the audio through Patreon. And I'm going to release the PDF file of like the book version all on Patreon. There's not going to be a printed edition, but there will be a digital version. So you can have the digital version, the audio version, the video version, the individual segments, all this stuff will be on Patreon. So it would benefit you to sign up for Patreon again. I know a lot of people signed up and then didn't sign up, and then maybe they're going to sign up again because this is going to be a giant chunk of information that people could have. Now, another little informational tidbit on Patreon. I believe the Patreon price is now $5.99 a month. So it was $9.99. It's now $5.99. So if you could go on Patreon, support me, support this research. $5.99 a month. You can also buy me a coffee on a subscription plan. So every month it's like $5, and you can get yourself a shout out. You can get mention. Um, so that's about it. All right, this is going to be a little shorter episode because I got a lot of work to do. I'm working on my farm. My garden is really coming together. I've got all my pumpkins planted for the winter. And I've got all my garden and vegetables going. Everything is really looking good around my area. Trying to get away from the internet so much. I say that, and then I work fucking 10 hours a day creating videos and editing audio and making sure the spaces go where they need and the pauses and all this stuff. And then it's like you're working nonstop for 10 hours a day on a computer. So it's hard to get away from it. But like all things, I think it will pay off in the end. And I think it will a masterful piece of information for future generations to understand when people ask and look back. What happened to you? Why did everybody submit to these people? Why did this happen? Why did this happen? They'll know in real time. So, this is Modern American Gangster. This is news and current events. I'll see you guys very soon with more information on the new documentary. So I got a lot of stuff coming. It's gonna be really, really super fantastic when it comes. So I'll see you guys next week, next month, next video, and I'll talk to you later. Love you guys, and I'll see you later next time.